taking on a team from the ACC, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house it. Sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The offense set for a first down play. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The corners are walked up tight. Off the play fake on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Kentucky. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so...
The fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the two. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... Five-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. To the ground with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we're getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And there he goes. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On the move. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Wolverines hit it quickly to the line. With jet sweep pass. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's White. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
It's a reverse. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his tight end.
Early in the game, pass complete. Great job. Sets up a manageable 4th down. We're going to set the tone early in this game. We're going to be aggressive. Yes, we're going for it.
They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th down and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they're thinking touchdowns and trying to move the chains here on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they stop the 4th down pass. The defense gets off the field.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Using his feet. The ball pops out. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football and college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play.
Still on the 35-yard line, they'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. A defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after he got popped out.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is... against the offense.
Ready, set. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Kentucky 15, Michigan 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Just going to keep it after the snap. Across the 45. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Quick pass on the jet motion. Powers through the defender. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Catch in the middle, it's Morgan. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. It's complete. Whew, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
They want to see if they can score the deuce.
29 Philly.
Firing to the right, complete. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now they're down by 7. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the line. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Patterson. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. A little screen to the running back.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
The give to the left side. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
A run for the quarterback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Soto. He's going to throw deep right side. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 40 down.
And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Soto. Going deep. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see him there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play in the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He got it. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time, I'm going to get my running back who's a fast athlete in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design, nice job throwing out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Quickly complete. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. The Wildcats get it past the sticks.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's White. Good pickup there.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing. Find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Looking for room. It's Patterson. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. Kentucky going quickly. Oh, it's a reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
What great discipline show by the defense. Your job's contained. You're supposed to. Job is to still contain the backside. Great job, staying disciplined. Great win for the defense.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's White. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kentucky.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
Michigan, 16, Kentucky, 15.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Davey, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Looking to throw, it's Soto. He lets one fly deep. He's got it on the left. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Michigan 16, Kentucky 15.
New set of downs after that completion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. And you saw it right there.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Running the option. It's McAfee. And he probably should have left that one with the back as he is just smashed in the backfield.
Nice job by the defense there, getting a stop on the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage. We know they've been burned a few times early in this game by the QB run, but they weren't going to let it happen there.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. The back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Caught over the middle. It's Morgan. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can.
Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.